starting in the name of Allah, the most beneficent, the most merciful. Welcome to Network Professionals, your perfect training and certification partner. In our today's video lecture, we are going to start a new series of CCNA 200-301 in English. We are offering highly recommended international level certification program through our Learn and Get Free certification program. Special thanks to Network Professionals team working hard for the betterment of your bright future. We are a team of network professionals with a vision of promoting and facilitating our students to achieve their goal of life. We are committed to promoting and sustaining academic excellence as well as technology and socially relevant education. Our today's lecture is being recorded to give you first step in the field of networking. CCNA routing and switching with exam code 200-301 stands for Cisco Certified Network Associate Level Certification, is an associate level certification launched by Cisco, who is a vendor of USA and pioneer in networking devices in 1998. Although there are many different flavors of CCNA like security, voice, wireless, data center, and so on, if I give you a brief history of CCNA, Cisco introduced the first version of CCNA in 1998. CCNA is an associate level carrier certification of information technology from Cisco, and there are several different types of Cisco certified network associate, with CCNA routing and switching being the closest to original CCNA. Focuses other types of CCNA focuses on security, cloud collaboration, security operations, design, data center technologies, industrial planets, service providers, wireless, and so on. After that, with the passage of time, we see updates in the course, and now today, which course we are going to start is CCNA version 7, and it's the latest version of CCNA, and its exam code is 200-301, which was updated on 24th Feb 2020. The second most important thing of today's lecture, as you know that before this 200-301, the previous code for this exam was CCNA 200-125. And in CCNA 200-125, we have many different types of CCNA. And in each level, we have to take start from CCNA. But the most important thing of today's lecture is that, as we know that there are many different flavors of CCNA like voice, wireless, data center, video collaboration, and so on before this new code. But Cisco has merged all these courses in his new CCNA 200-301 course. That's why no need to follow all those other tracks, just need to pass one CCNA exam, that is 200-301, covering all those other tracks like voice, wireless, data center, and so on. And after passing this exam, now you can join any CCNP level in any flavor like security, enterprise, service provider, CCNP collaboration, or data center directly after passing your first CCNA 200-301 exam. At this stage, I would also like to guide you your career path certification also. For your better career and to fulfill the needs of industry and to get a very good job, I would like to recommend three certifications. The first one is your CCNA, which is definitely routing and switching. But remember that your CCNA should be very good. Most of the institutes are teaching with CCNA. Remember that that is not a complete CCNA and they are not covering the complete course. And definitely after completing CCNA, they will tell you to start your CCNP with them. But I suggest you that if you have a very good level knowledge of CCNA, no need for CCNP. So I will also share course outline with you. And if you follow that course outline which Cisco offers you, I think that after that, you no need to pass CCNP. Because if you properly study CCNA from any institution, definitely your level of networking will be very good. But after completing this very good CCNA, I will suggest you secondly MCSE, Microsoft Certified Solution Expert. And at the last of this, I will recommend you to pass your CCNP security. So you need three certifications: CCNA, MCSE, and CCNP. And I found that it is a very good track for any newcomer in this field, although there are many different other exams and you may can pass all those exams, but you should start your career from these three certifications, as these three certifications cover three main parts of your network. First one is your hardware-based network, second one is your software network, and thirdly, when you have complete your hardware and software network, CCNP security gives you security uh, in this in your network. So definitely you need these three things: your hardware network, your software network, and your you at the end of need a secured network. Definitely, you will be thinking, why MCSE after CCNA? I know that CCNA and MCSE are offered by two different vendors. These two different vendors don't have any collaboration, but in order to get a good job, we must have to follow this track because without these two courses, we cannot completely understand our network. Because our network is a combination of many different devices in which we use many different routers, switches, PCs, cables, and servers. But remember that Cisco will deal with routers and switches and cables, but not deal with Microsoft or will no deal with servers. Although there is some discussion in CCNA course about servers, but when we will go in the field, which servers will or services we will use in the network, that will give us dedicated servers. So I would also like to tell you that I think there are two main parts of your network. The first one is your hardware-based network learned by Cisco or CCNA, and the second one is your software-based network learned by Microsoft or MCSE. Our this course CCNA routing and switching tells us how to build your hardware network by using routers and switches. For example, if there are 100 PCs in our network, we needed some hardware devices like routers, switches, and cables, connectors, and so on. By using these, we can connect our these 100 pieces with each other. But after that, for their proper communication, we need to configure these routers, switches, and switches. And in order to, and in case of any problem in our network, we also need to troubleshoot our network. All these requirements are addressed through this CCNA program, like the basic to advanced configuration, routing, switching, troubleshooting, and so on. The CCNA 200-301 is a composite exam associated with the Cisco Certified Network Associate Routing and Switching Certification. And this exam tests a candidate's knowledge and skill required to install, operate, and troubleshoot a small to medium-sized enterprise branch network. After completing these hardware requirements, we need to control and manage our network from any centralized place. By using many different servers or services like Active Directory, domain name services, DNS, dynamic host configuration protocol, DHCP, file transferring protocol, FTP and TFTP, and so on, and many other services are being used in our network. To work with all these services, we need dedicated servers, and those servers used in our network may be of Microsoft or Linux. But at this stage, as you know that Microsoft is most widely used on user level in our network. That's why I would like to recommend Microsoft based server environment, not Linux based, for a basic level job. As I know that there are many jobs in Microsoft, and any new person in this field can easily get job in the field of Microsoft. Although Linux-based jobs are highly paid jobs, but less number of jobs. And after completing your skill in Microsoft, you may can join Linux and you can go in Linux-based environment. But in Linux-based environment, you need 3 to 5 years experience because which jobs are offered in on Linux servers that are highly paid and highly recommended and also required a very high level of skill. And definitely they would not offer these jobs to any newcomer in this field. So if we want to take a start in the field of networking, we must take start from Microsoft and CCNA. So first of all, we can get a job in this field, and after that, with the passage of time, we can enhance our knowledge level and our certification level, and definitely we can get many big jobs in this field. So now let's discuss something about its exam requirements. And the exam code for this course is 200-301. And you know that in international level, when you go for any certification with the name of course, you must require exam code. So it's very important for you to remember this exam code. The previous exam code for this exam was 200-125, and before that this code was 200-120, which was replaced I think 2 or 3 years ago. So on different levels, Cisco offered a different exam codes and different versions. As I have told you that, first of all, when CCNA was introduced, it was the CCNA version 1. After that, Cisco introduced version 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this time, which version of CCNA we are going to start, that is CCNA version 7. If you see in which course we have enrolled you, Introduction to Network, which is the first module of your CCNA version 7. They're also mentioned version 7. You can see that. The authority for this exam is Pearson Testing and Pearson testing centers are available all over the world, and you can easily find out these testing centers in your nearby areas. But nowadays, as you know that Corona hit all the world, and social distancing is very important for everyone. Cisco and Microsoft both have allowed students to attempt their exam from home, and it is also definitely a very good opportunity for you, as you can attempt your exam from your home, from your own PC. Definitely, for this you required some sort softwares to install in your PC, and some basic information and term and conditions are applied on it. But still, you can attempt this exam from your home. In this exam, you will find 60 to 65 questions. All these questions are MCQs. They can be single choice, mean one answer, and they can be multiple choice, like two or three answers, and they can be a drag and drops. Drag and drops means that he has given you two tables and you need to match these tables. The next thing is, in this exam you will also find some labs. There are two types of labs. The first one are your simulation labs, also known as your troubleshooting labs, and the second one are your performing labs, also known as your configuration labs. In simulation labs, you no need to perform any configuration. You just answer the right problem, means you can run show commands on given topology, and in this way you can find out the right problem why the given devices are not able to communicate with each other. In these labs you need to just find out the problem, not solve the problem. The next thing is your performing labs, which are very important. In this lab, a scenario will be given to you, and you need to perform proper configuration to fulfill the needs of that scenario. So it's very important to complete this lab. At this moment, I would like to share with you that tab key, which we often use to complete our commands, will not work in CCNA final exam. And secondly, if you flag out some question, you say that I will answer it later, it's not possible. In Microsoft it's possible. You can, if you don't have an answer for any question, you can leave, and at the end you once again come back and answer that question. But in Cisco you have not any such option. If you leave any question without answer, now you cannot come back. So before clicking on next, uh, make sure that you have answered your question or not, because you have not any second chance to come back. So remember that, it's very important. Although which academy program we have started with you, in this program you can go ahead and after that you can come back, but in final exam this option is disabled. Very simply, the time duration for this course is 90 to 120 minutes. 90 minutes for English countries and 120 minutes are for non-English countries like Pakistan, India, and so on. Total marks for this course are 1000, and passing marks definitely changing with the equation of times. Mm, When your code was 200-120, your required passing marks was 849. After that, when your code was 200-125, your passing score was 810 in 8 tenths. And this time, when we are in new code 200-301, your passing score is 824. And last of this, very important, your exam fee. On different times, your exam fee was also different. When your code was 200-120, your exam fee was $300. And at that moment, you can get a discount of 59.5%. After that, when your code was 200-120, your exam fee was 325 US dollar, and you can get a discount voucher of 61.5%. And at this moment, when you are in a new code 200-301, your exam fee is 195 US dollar. At this point, I would like to share with you that as you have enrolled in our online Cisco Networking Academy program, as we are a Cisco authorized networking academy, we can offer you this program. This program has 3 modules, and each module has some chapter exams and one final exam for each module. These 3 modules will be much beneficial for you, and on successful completion, you will achieve 3 main benefits. The first one, 3 certificates from Cisco, which are acceptable all over the world, as Cisco Academy program is running in more than 180 countries. The second thing is your very good exam preparation. Remember that these exams, module exams or final exams, are exactly designed like your final exam or your industrial exam. And if you will practice these exams properly, definitely they will be helpful for you in passing your final exam. Although at the time of your final exam, we will give you a special option which not any other institute is giving you. We will give you a free 15 days exam preparation. And for that exam preparation, we will also provide you free exam study material like your latest dump file, your exam labs, and so on. And last of all, this, if you will successfully complete all these modules and you will fulfill all the requirements of this course, Cisco will give you a 61.5% discount voucher for this industrial exam. And in this way, your fee will be cut down to 60%. So thank you very much, and I hope this video lecture will be much helpful and informative for you. Thank you very much.